Chalo, how many of you have analyzed this condition? Yesterday I have given you this. I've given you this as a homework. How many of you have analyzed this condition? Please click yes. Wait, let me clear the response. Yeah. How many of you have analyzed this condition? Click yes if you have done so. Jaldi se batao. Only 3 of you. 4, 5, 6. बहुत ही कम लोगों ने एनालाइज किया है. That is very bad. Anyway, चलिए तो देखते हैं क्या कैसे इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करेंगे. However, this is not an objective question. यहाँ पे कोई ऐसा फाइनल आंसर नहीं है. इसमें like you have to consider all the cases. So first case, let us consider when force is applied on the upper body, like this one, this condition. Okay, हम किसकी बात कर रहे हैं? First case की बात कर रहे हैं. In first case, there are 4 multiple cases, there are 4 multiple possibilities are there. ठीक है? कौन कौन सी possibility बच्चा लोग? First possibility is sorry बच्चा लोग, if no friction is present. ये है first case. All right. No friction. That means there is no any friction between A and B, B and ground. So what will happen? Tell me guys, what will be the acceleration of block B? Come on guys, give me the answer. If there is no any friction between A and B and ground, what will be the acceleration of block B? Only Vishwa has answered. What about others? बाकी लोग का क्या? चलो बच्चों लोग जल्दी आंसर करो. What will be the acceleration of block B if there is no any acceleration between A and B and between B and G? अरे यार कल ही किया यार ऐसा क्वेश्चन. Please don't do this to me. Please give me the answer. Yesterday only we have solved 6 to 7 numericals where we have considered like we have identified the blocks which will move only because of friction and all those things. कल ही हमने एक ऐसा सवाल किया है. Guys, please don't message me on the co-host account. If you are messaging me, please message me on the host account. And then please answer what will be the acceleration of B if there is no any there is no any friction. Very good, Kirtan. So Vishwa and Kirtan has answered. What about others? Rahul, Jhansi, Tanmay, Apeksha, Arjun, Animesh, Saksha. Please answer. Naveen, Mohit, jaldi answer karo. I got only 2 answers. Is it that tough, रे? क्या तुम लोग क्या सो के उठे हो क्या अभी भी? अभी मैं जब डांटूंगा, if I'll talk to you rudely, you'll say, sir, आप बहुत गंदे टीचर हो. I'm asking you a very simple question, but you guys are not able to answer that as well. See, this block B can only move because of the friction between A and B. So if there is no any friction between A and B, there will not be any external force that will act on B. So acceleration of B is 0. अबे तुम्हें मन करे ना टेबल पे सर पटक लो, कुछ दिमाग में आए तो, कहीं कुछ IQ लेवल बढ़ जाए, कुछ भगवान का आशीर्वाद मिल जाए, जा बेटा जा, जी ले अपनी जिंदगी, और भगवान को दया आ जाए कि अरे बेटा देखो ये सर पटक रहा है. Because I don't think you can do anything apart from that. चलिए, so the acceleration of block B is 0. What will be the acceleration of block A? What will be the acceleration of block A? जल्दी से आंसर करो. This is a very tough question. Very, very tough, extremely tough. Those who will answer, they are going to go NASA, and those who will not answer, they are going to like plow the field. क्या इतना tough है ये? Vishwa has answered, Gaurav has answered, Pranav has answered, Kirtan has answered. Yes, if you are solving, that means you don't know the answer. Simple. In this condition, if you are still solving, that means you don't know the answer, you don't know the concept. This is what I can say. This is it. अरे भाई कोई friction नहीं है. What is the net force on block A? What is going on with you guys? I'm not going to solve any numerical after this because I've already taught you the basic theory and all. Because I can't expect this batch to act in this way. If you're not answering with these basic questions, I won't be solving any question in the class. I'll be simply covering up the syllabus. I'll simply discuss the theory, solve 2 numericals, and then go to the next theory. Do you want me to do that? Guys, let me know if you want me to do that. Sir, theory and then 2 numericals. I'll do that, because why should I torture myself? If I'm not getting such a simple answer from your side, why should I torture myself by considering these many numericals? See, as you can see here, I have included 14 questions here. What is the need for this? And that too, yesterday also I've solved some numericals. Day before yesterday, I can say last week also I've solved some numericals from the friction. If you don't come with revision, if you don't actually come with revision, please don't attend my class. You are not welcome in my class. I'll simply say this to you. If you don't come with with the revision of the concepts, please don't attend any of my class. You are not welcome at all. Chaliye, so acceleration of block A will be written as force, net force divided by mass of the block A, because if there is no any friction, this F will be the only force that is acting on it, which will cause the motion. So net force on this block will be F. Mass of the block is A, so mass of A ma. I have considered mass of A ma. However, they have considered mass of A as small m, so I can simply write small m. Now let us consider second case. I'm not going to explain the second case to you. इसी का मैं सिर्फ फर्स्ट वाले केस का करूंगा, बाकी तो मेरे हिम्मत नहीं भाई. Now I think I'm wrong. बच्चा लोग जो एक्चुअली सॉल्व करते हो, I'm extremely sorry for these languages, but I don't know how to react. बच्चा, this is too much for me. And believe me, guys, I won't be solving these many numericals in the second batch, because I know they can't handle. But now I'm having feeling that you also can't handle, except like 3-4 of you. Chaliye, so now let us talk about next case. When friction is present between surfaces of A and B. So I'm talking about when friction is present between surfaces of A and B only. That means there is no any friction between the ground and block B. Okay? So when friction is present between surfaces of A and B, so there is only friction present here. There is no any friction present here. Yeah, कोई भी friction वहाँ पे नहीं है. Let me draw the diagram itself. इसको मैं copy करता हूँ. ठीक है? Let me take screenshot, copy, and then let us paste it here. ठीक है? ये मान लो ऐसा condition है. Now imagine that this is having the coefficient of friction mu, and this is a coefficient of friction 0. So this is the condition I'm talking about. So now guys, tell me what will happen here. यहाँ पे क्या changes होगा? How the motion of these blocks will happen? How the motion of these blocks will happen? Can I say, let me use an yellow color here. I will say block A will move only if F is greater than F max. Because if you draw the free body diagram of block A, this is F and this is small f. So this block A is going to move only if this capital F is greater than F max. If capital F is less than F max, F small f will be equal to capital F. So no net force will be 0 because of the adjusting nature of the static friction, right? Chaliye. So block A will move only if capital F is greater than F max. Now there is a problem, there is a question whether they will move together or they will move separately. Come on guys, give me the answer. Whether they will move together or they will move separately. Come on guys, give the answer. whether they will move together or they will move separately. So Devdutt has responded, Abhishek has responded, Vishwa has responded, Rahul has responded, Tanish, मेघना, तन्मय, अर्जुन, साक्षी, झांसी. अरे बहुत सिंपल है बच्चा, देखो. Here the force will be what? If they are going to move. So block A will move only if capital F is greater than F max. ठीक है ना? So I'll write if I am considering the condition if it is what? Greater than F max. Then I would say blocks will move separately. Blocks will have different accelerations. Acha, on which ground I am saying this? Most of you were saying both of them will move together, but that is not possible. Reason देखो बच्चा, yeah, there might be one case, ठीक है, जहाँ पे स्पेशल कुछ कैलकुलेशन से हो जाए, but as you can see, the force on block B is only small f. The force on block A is capital F and small f. The force on block B is only small f. The force on block A is capital F and small f, like capital F towards right and small f towards left. Do they have same force? Do they have same mass? No. So what will happen, bachcha log? So if I ask you what will be the acceleration of A, your answer would be F minus. Now, if this block is going to move or slide over block B, if this block A is going to move or going to slide over block B. अच्छा बच्चा लोग, when they will move together, बता सकते हो क्या? Tell me guys, when they will move together, is there any possibility that they'll move together? Is there any possibility that they will move together? चलो मैं दोनों कंडीशंस को साथ में लेके काम करता हूँ, ठीक है? बताओ बच्चा लोग, is there any possibility that they will move together? थोड़ा दिमाग लगाओ. Yesterday we have talked about this question. You can actually imagine this as a question which we have solved yesterday. Similar type of question हमने कल किया था. Guys, try to figure out the answer. Try to figure out the conditions when they'll move together and try to figure out the conditions when they'll move separately. दोनों का जल्दी से आंसर करो. Block A should not slip over block B. It's the answer from Arjun. Vishwa is saying F will be equal to 2F. देखते हैं बच्चा. बाकी लोग जल्दी आंसर करो. Yesterday only we have solved this exactly similar type of question. You can revise yesterday notes also. I'm giving you 2 minutes for that. जल्दी करके बताओ. All right. ठीक है. कीर्तन has answered. No, तन्मय वैसा नहीं होना चाहिए. Guys, when I have written this part, what is the meaning of this? Is it possible? Is it correct for, like, with respect to ground? Is it correct for with respect to ground? Let me consider a case here. ठीक है? Imagine करो कि F max is, let me give you an example here. ठीक है? F max is, let us say 10 Newton. F max is, let us say 10 Newton. ठीक है? ध्यान से देखना. If F max is 10 Newton and I have applied force is equal to 8 Newton. Guys, draw the free body diagram. Explain or indicate the forces acting on these two blocks. This is block B. This is block A. Come on, guys, give me the answer. Guys, draw the diagram here. force diagram here. Can I say this F is 8 Newton? Since this force is less than maximum force, so the friction force will be equal to the external force itself. That will be 8 Newton. So Newton's third law will suggest this will also have 8 Newton. Now guys, tell me whether B block will move or not. Whether this block B will move or not. So answer would be yes. So when I have written that if F is, or this block A will move only when F is greater than F max, that was true when I consider B as the reference. That means A will slide over B if F is greater than F max. If F is less than F max, मैं यहाँ पे condition क्या कर रहा हूँ? If capital F is less than F max, I would say block A and block B will move together. Guys, do you agree with this? Tell me yes or no. बच्चों लोग सिर्फ मैं तुमसे ये आंसर पूछ रहा हूँ. I have written these things. Do you agree yes or no? I have given a condition if F is less than F max. I have taken an example also. I have drawn the free body diagram as well. And then I'm writing block A and block B will move together. Guys, click yes if you agree with this. Click no if you don't agree with this. Come on, बच्चा लोग जल्दी से respond करो. Click yes if you agree with this part. Click no if you don't agree with this. Only 13 of you have responded. 15 of you have responded. What about others? कुछ तो होगा ना आपका, कुछ तो thought process view तो होगा ना. Please express your view. So 17, 18 of you are saying yes, I agree with this. 8 of you are saying I don't agree with this. देखो बच्चा, actually this is correct. See guys, if this F is less than F max, that means there is no any relative motion between A and B. If you consider that F is less than F max, that means there is no any relative motion between A and B. Are you getting my point? Acha. But what about B? If I talk about block B, I can say that block B will move. Okay? Block B will move. एक second रुको ना. Kirtan, wait a minute ना. So this block B will move. And this block B, this block A is kept over B. So no relative motion between A and B, and B is moving towards right. What is the meaning of that? That means A will move as B moves, or A will move together, or A will move along with B. Imagine करो, this is one of the platform. ये मान लो ऐसा एक platform, ये मान लो platform, ठीक है? And there is an object. ये मान लो charger है, ठीक है? This is a platform, this is block B, and this is block A, like this. If this block moves in this direction, ठीक है? Like this. What is the relative motion between them? 0. But what is the movement of this block? नीचे वाला block towards right. ठीक है? तुम्हारे लिए क्या है? Towards right. So this is the condition I'm talking about. There is no any relative motion between these two blocks. This block is moving towards this. That means this is also going to move towards rightward or towards leftward, whatever it is. ठीक है? समझ में आया क्या? So if I say that if F is less than F max, there won't be any relative motion. इसको मैं लिख सकता हूँ इधर. No relative motion between A and B. So A और B के बीच में कोई relative motion नहीं. But B will move. But B will move. That means both of them must move together. Guys, type down your doubt if you have any. इसमें अगर तुम्हें कोई डाउट है तो प्लीज पूछ लो. जल्दी से बताओ बच्चा लोग. Kirtan has asked, how can we apply force on one block and other block moves? Kirtan, I have applied a force on block A Because of that, friction force has acted. Because of that, friction force has acted. And this block moves because of the friction force. Clear hai, Kirtan? If you don't apply, if they are not in contact, if they are not in contact with each other, if they are not in contact with each other, it doesn't matter how much force you're applying on F, this block won't move. But since they are in contact with A and they are in contact, so what will happen? If force F is applied towards right, there is a friction on B that will also act towards right. So because of the contact between A and B, this B will move if you apply force on A. ठीक है बच्चा लोग, क्लियर है? अभिषेक, आई डिडंट अंडरस्टैंड योर क्वेश्चन. उसके आगे बात करेंगे विश्वा. नॉट 20, बिल्कुल मूव करेगा. करेक्ट है विश्वा. गाइस, नाउ second part is so both of them are going to move together, so acceleration of A will be equal to acceleration of B will be equal to. Answer क्या होगा बच्चा लोग? So what will be the answer? You will write. Now you have to consider both of them as a single system. Now you have to consider both of them as a single system. तो इधर लगेगा कुछ F downward. With the ground no friction is there, so no force. Mass is small m plus capital M. So acceleration of A will be equal to acceleration of B, and that will be equal to F divided by small m plus capital M. All right. Now let us talk about second case, like next case. उसके बाद क्या है बच्चा लोग? थर्ड केस क्या है? If F is greater than F max. If F is greater than F max. वेट करो विश्वास, समझ में आ जाएगा, ठीक है ना? अभी क्लियर हो जाएगा, रुको. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट दैट केस ओनली नाउ. अब बताओ बच्चा क्या होगा? इफ F greater than F max, what will happen now? Where is the pencil? Yeah. So if F is greater than F max, I would say इसका मीनिंग ये है, if you draw the free body diagram of block A, this is F, this is F max or F ऐसा, ठीक है? So if F is greater than F max, what will be the value of friction बच्चा लोग? तो friction will get this maximum force. Will get the maximum value. If applied force is greater than the maximum resisting force, then friction force becomes the friction force will be what? Equal to the maximum friction force. All right. तो इसका मतलब क्या है? What is the meaning of this? This means that block A will slip over block B, right? If this block A is having a force F towards right, which is greater than F max, that means this is going to move. This block is going to have a relative motion with respect to this surface. तभी तो ये possible है ना? चलिए, तो if block A will slip over block B, that means यहाँ पे क्या हो गया? Both of them won't move together. That means there will be relative motion between. There will be relative motion between block A and block B. तो दोनों के बीच में क्या मिलेगा? Relative motion मिलेगा. Now let us draw the free body diagram of block B also. तो चलो B का free body diagram बनाते हैं. So B में इधर क्या मिलेगा बच्चों लोग? F max only. Because if on A the force experienced by the surface is F max, so on B it will be towards right and will be equal to F max. Okay? चलिए. अरे बच्चा कीर्तन तू क्या कर रहा है रे? किसके रिस्पेक्ट में बच्चा? किसके रिस्पेक्ट में? वेट करो कीर्तन, पहले इसको क्लियर कर लेते हैं, ठीक है? फिर समझ में आ जाएगा तुम्हें. चलो, तो ये पार्ट हमने कर लिया. अच्छा, now if I ask you to find acceleration of block E, so what will be the answer? So net force on block A is F minus F max divided by small m. Acceleration of block B will be equal to F max divided by capital M. All right. Now, if I ask you, acha guys, tell me which one of them will have higher value? Which one of them will be greater? Acceleration of block A or acceleration of block B? Common sense se bhi ho jayega, value se bhi ho jayega. Tell me which one of them, which of the block will have higher acceleration? कृष्णा तुमने मतलब ब्लेंडर किया है बच्चा. No Karthik, it doesn't depend on F. No. If they are going to move separately, अच्छा guys, just imagine a case. तुम खुद सोच लो यार. Those who are giving me answer for B ना, just think about this. You are applying the force on A. Do you imagine a case where B will go faster than A? कभी किसी केस में do you imagine this condition? You have applied a force on A और B तेरे से आगे चला जाए. Is it possible ever? It will be never it will never be that condition, because the friction here is the reaction force. The friction here is the effect of this cause. The friction that has come on block B is because of F. This F max can't be greater than, or this acceleration of B can't be greater than the acceleration of A. That is not possible, highly impossible. If you look at the values also, you'll get to know the answer. बात समझ में आ रही है? So कभी भी ऐसा होगा नहीं कि acceleration of B will be greater than acceleration of A. Never. So acceleration of A will be greater than acceleration of B. ठीक है? अरे मास पे भी डिपेंड नहीं करेगा रितम में, तो क्यों ऐसे फालतू दिमाग लगा रहा है? तो कर, तो you just take any example बच्चा. You take any example. You take any example. You'll get to know. ठीक है? चलिए, तो acceleration of A will be greater than acceleration of B. That means this block is going to slide over block B. The distance or the length of this is what? L. The length of this is what? L. My question to you here is, find time taken by block A to fall down the block B. बोलो बच्चा, how will you find? Give me the answer. Find time taken by block A to fall down from block B. Come on guys, give an attempt here. जल्दी से बताओ. कीर्तन ने कुछ तो आंसर किया है. Vishwa has answered. Vineet has answered. No, Vineet. I don't think so. Guys, there are two particles. Okay? There are two particles. A, B. Distance between them is, let's say, L. It is having acceleration AA. It is having acceleration AB. Can I simplify this condition as this one? Guys, click yes if you agree with this. Can I simplify that block wala condition with this? Because for block A to fall down, block A or the particle A has to travel a distance L with respect to B. If this block B was at rest, the distance covered by A to fall down from B would be simply L. But since block B is also moving, so this distance L won't be the distance covered by A with respect to ground. This distance A will be distance covered with respect to block B will be equal to L. Or you can say displacement of block A with respect to block B will be L. Clear है बच्चा लोग? अच्छा. What is acceleration of A with respect to B? What is acceleration of A with respect to B? बोलो बच्चा लोग जल्दी से. What will be the acceleration of A with respect to acceleration B or with respect to B? Can I say acceleration of A is in rightward direction, acceleration of B is in rightward direction? So I'll simply write acceleration of A minus acceleration of B, A minus AB, है ना? Just put the value, so you'll get F minus F max divided by small m minus F max divided by capital M. ये कहानी हो गया, ठीक है? Now I got the displacement, I got the acceleration. Guys, what is initial velocity of A with respect to B? So it is considered as 0. Initially it was at rest. So guys, can I say that acceleration here is constant? So I can use equation of motion. I can say SA comma B will be written as UA comma B into T plus half into AA comma B into T square. Can I write like this? Now this is 0, so I would get T square is equal to 2 into SAB divided by AAB. So answer for this T will be equal to square root of 2 SAB divided by acceleration of A with respect to B. If we put all those values here, that will be the answer. Guys, click yes if you have understood this condition. But chalo, click yes if you have understood this solution, that how to find time taken by block A to fall down from block B. Clear है? समझ में आया सबको? बहुत बढ़िया. तो ये कहानी हो गया आपका बच्चा लोग, when there be friction between A and B, but B and ground, but there is no any friction between B and the ground. Now let us talk about when all these surfaces are rough. ठीक है? When all these surfaces are rough. Yes बच्चा, in that case you can say ना, but A क्या था तुमने बताया नहीं ना, ठीक है? चलिए. So when all these surfaces are rough, that means there is friction between A and B, there is friction between B and ground as well. तो वहां पे क्या कंडीशन लगाओगे बच्चा लोग, देखो ध्यान से. So this is F. Now there is block B. This will be F1. This will be F2. Here there will be friction F1. Guys, tell me how we are going to analyze this case. कैसे analysis करोगे? The first, so you have to find whether block B will move or not. First, you need to figure out whether block B will move or not. ठीक है? तो पहले figure out करते हैं. तो let us consider if F1 max is less than F2 max. बोलो बच्चे लोग इसका meaning क्या है? What will you conclude from this data? If you calculate F1 max is less than F2 max, what will be the conclusion of yours? What will you conclude? बोलो बच्चा लोग. B will never move. Block B will be at rest. Very good, guys. तो क्या होगा बच्चा लोग? Block B won't move. All right. So in that case, I would say acceleration of B will be 0. What will be the acceleration of A, बच्चा लोग? What will be acceleration of A? That means if block A has to move, if block A has to move, और ऐसा लिखता हूं मैं, if F is less than F1 max, तब बताओ क्या होगा? If F, capital F is less than F1 max, what does that mean? That means acceleration of A will also be 0. Block A 2 will not move. ठीक है, तो block A will also not move. Correct है? अच्छा. With the same condition, if capital F is greater than F1 max, capital F is greater than F1 max, then what will happen? Come on guys, give me the answer. Now A will move. Now block A will have relative motion with respect to B, and B will be at rest. B will be at rest, but block A will have relative motion with respect to B. What will be the acceleration of A in that case? You will write F minus F1 max divided by small m. Now, if I ask you, what will be the time taken by the block A to fall down from block B? Time taken to fall down from block B. Tell me guys, what will be the answer in that case? I will write square root of 2 into displacement of A divided by acceleration of A. Here, if you consider with respect to B, B is at rest. So displacement of A with respect to B will be equal to displacement of A with respect to ground itself. Acceleration of A with respect to B will be equal to acceleration of A with respect to ground as well. Okay? Because B is what? At rest. Guys, click yes if you have understood this condition. But chalo, click yes if you have understood this condition. सबको समझ में आया? चलिए. Now next case is what? But chalo, what if F1 max is greater than F2 max? What F1 max is greater than F2 max? तो बताओ बच्चे लोग, what will be the acceleration of block B? What will be the acceleration of block B? Now block B will move. अभी क्या हो जाएगा? Block B will move. So if block B moves, what will be the acceleration of B? It will be F1 max minus, or you can say F1 itself. F1 minus F2 max divided by capital M. No guys, it is not true. F1 max लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. Why I don't have to write F1 max? There is a reason for that. Imagine F1 max is equal to 10 Newton. ठीक है? F2 max is equal to 3 Newton. All right? Imagine a case where F1 is equal to 5 Newton only. Imagine a case where F1 is equal to 5 Newton only. Tell me guys, now in that case, whether this AB will move or not? So answer is yes. So I have to simply say, if F1 is greater than F2 max, if F1 is greater than F2 max, then also it will move. Clear hai? Acha, on which ground, on which parameter this value of F1 depends? On which parameter this value of F1 depends? It depends on this B surface and the value of F. ठीक है बच्चों लोग, तो ये चीज को प्लीज आप ध्यान से समझना. F1 max लिखने की जरूरत हमें नहीं है. All right? अच्छा बच्चों लोग, अच्छा, how this block A will move? तो इसी कंडीशन में लिखता हूं, if capital F is less than F1 max, if capital F is less than F1 max, तो क्या होगा बच्चों लोग? Block A won't move with respect to B. ब्लॉक A क्या करेगा बच्चा लोग? B के रेस्पेक्ट में नहीं मूव करेगा. Since F is less than F1 max, so block A won't move with respect to B. इसको मैं उल्टा करके दिखाता हूं बच्चा, ठीक है ना? थोड़ा सा एक इंटरेस्टिंग केस करके दिखाता हूं. ऐसा किया, if F is less than F1 max, block A won't move with respect to B. Now, if I consider after this, what if the value of F1 is greater than F2 max itself? Let me consider a case. मैं case consider करता हूं. Consider F1 max is equal to 10 Newton. F2 max is equal to 3 Newton. ठीक है बच्चा लोग, हमने ऑलरेडी किया हुआ है, but it is always easier if you consider cases. Now imagine force here is 7 Newton. So here friction will be 7 Newton. So on block B, friction will be 7 Newton. What is the maximum friction that the ground can apply on block B? 3 only. So tell me guys, I have considered the same. F is less than F1 max, no problem. Now F1, देखो क्या मिला बच्चा लोग? F1 is greater than F2 max, no problem. So now what is going to happen here? बोलो बच्चा लोग, what is going to happen here? Can I say if this will be the case? If this is the case, block A won't move with respect to B. But if F1 is greater than F2 max, I would say block B will move. इसका कहानी का मतलब क्या हुआ? What is the conclusion that you will make out of these two conditions? That both of them will move together. That means, very good guys, very good. Both of them will move together. Guys, click yes if you have understood this case. But chalo, click yes if you have understood this case. If F is less than F1 max and if F1 is greater than F2 max, तो क्या हो जाएगा? दोनों साथ में मूव करेगा. Clear है? All right. Now let us talk about one more case. एक और केस की मैं बात करता हूँ. वो केस क्या होगा बच्चा लोग? And that case is, let us say, अच्छा, if in this case F1 is less than F2 max, तो no motion. So that तो we don't have to even think about no motion, no problem. ठीक है? कोई motion नहीं होगा. All right. If F is greater than F1 max, तब क्या होगा? So this implies block A moves relative to block B. If this external force is greater than the maximum friction force at this one, तो I'll say there will be relative motion between these two. तो ये थोड़ा आगे जाएगा, ये धीरे-धीरे पीछे आएगा. All right. So in that case, what will be the free body diagram? Only free body diagram is more than enough to explain that. ठीक है बच्चों लोग, जब भी ऐसा रहे ना, free body diagram बना लो, समझ में आ जाएगा. और take some examples also. This is F, this is block A. पीछे क्या मिल जाएगा बच्चों लोग? F max और F1 max. Now, block B के साथ क्या होगा? What will happen with block B? So this is block B. Rightward will be F1 max and leftward will be, I don't know. What will be the value of F2 बच्चा लोग? What will be the value of F2? How will you decide? Now, here it depends on F1 max. तो यहाँ से मुझे क्या समझ में आएगा? Acceleration of A will be equal to F minus F1 max divided by small m. Now again there is one more condition that will occur. If F1 max is greater than F2 max, then I would say block B will also move. And in that case, acceleration of B will be equal to F1 max is the force that is acting minus F2 max divided by capital M. Second case is if F1 max is less than F2 max, then acceleration of B will be 0. Guys, please read out this statement and then click yes if you have understood this. Read out this and then click yes if you have understood this. पहला condition क्या है बच्चा लोग? First condition is here, if this capital F is greater than F1 max. ठीक है? So what will happen? There will be relative motion between A and B. So A is going to move with respect to B. That is true. So what will be the acceleration of A? So I'll say F minus F1 max divided by small m. Done. Acha, what if now once this condition is satisfied, so the force, the friction force on B because of A will be F1 max towards right. Now, if this value is greater than F2 max, then only this block will move with respect to this ground. So if that is the condition, acceleration of B will be F1 max minus F2 max divided by capital M. What if F1 max is less than F2 max? Then this F1 max will be equal to, this F2 will be equal to F1 max, so acceleration of B will be 0. So these are the conditions that you have to understand. So guys, you can assume that this is a kind of glossary, a summary for all the conditions that we have studied for two block system in last two sessions. जो भी two block system का हमने summary जो पढ़ा था, सबका ये summary इधर है. If you understand this question, सब समझ में आ जाएगा. ठीक है? Now the second condition is, what if force acts on the lower block? What if force acts on the lower block? This is a kind of homework for you. ये आप खुद से कर लेना. And guys, believe me, each one of these slides are one question. Each one of these slides is one question. You can be asked by giving the value of F, by giving the value of mu1 and mu2, and then they can ask you what is the acceleration of A, what is the acceleration of B. Depending on the value of F, depending on the value of mu1 and mu2, each slide will be applicable. ठीक है? So it's okay then. इसको खल्लास करते हैं, ठीक है? अगर आपको परेशानी है बच्चा in two block system, please revise yesterday notes and then come to this point. ठीक है? And then again revise these parts. Vinith is saying sir मजा आ गया, पूरा two block system दिमाग में आ गया. Very good. Guys, please click yes if you have understood two block system. सबको समझ में आया क्या two block system? देखो बच्चा लोग, let me give you a glossary. थोड़ा सा मैं glossary देता हूँ आपको. Or you just answer me and then I'll verify this. Tell me when there will be relative motion between the surfaces. How will you identify there will be relative motion between the surfaces? पहले ये बता दो. How will you identify or determine that there will be relative motion between the surfaces? तो क्या बोलोगे बच्चा लोग? If external force is greater than maximum friction force possible, if external force is greater than maximum friction force, then क्या बोलोगे बच्चा लोग? Relative motion will occur. ठीक है? If external force is less than F max, then what will be the answer? That means no relative motion will occur. All right. One more thing जो बहुत basic है. If external force is less than F max, tell me what will be the value of friction? बोल बच्चा. If external force is less than F max, what will be the value of friction? It will be equal to external force itself. If external force is greater than F max, tell me what will be the value of F? What will be the value of F? Come on guys, I need only one answer. F max. Very good. Very good. Keep it up. So these are the things that you need to understand, remember, for all such kind of questions. You can handle all of them if you remember, if you know these things. ठीक है बच्चा लोग, समझ में आया? चलिए. So now guys, I won't stress you out with such a long question. Now I'm going to ask you to solve some small छोटा numerical. So guys, take a deep breath. ठीक है, थोड़ी लंबी सांसें लो for 1 minute and then start solving this. You can take 1 minute break and then start solving this. You can close your eyes, take 1 minute break, take deep or long breath, and then you can solve this question. बहुत ही easy but important question solve कराने वाला हूँ बच्चा लोग. एक मिनट हो गया क्या? इतना सन्नाटा? Alright guys, start solving the question. The insect crawling up inside the rough bowl of radius r. Find the maximum height h up to which the insect can crawl. Consider the refractive index, consider the coefficient of friction as mu. Coefficient of friction between the legs of insect and the ball is, let us say, mu. You can imagine, you can consider that. And then give the answer for maximum height up to which the insect can crawl. ये बार-बार ये पैराबोला क्यों बन जा रहा है? Any answer, guys? Srinivas is saying R. I doubt it, bacha. H is equal to R. मुझे थोड़ा डाउट है. देखो मैं सॉल्व करता हूं, ध्यान से देखना. Guys, consider this is the insect. ये मान लो insect है, ठीक है? So guys, when this insect will try to crawl up, tell me what will be the direction of friction? सबसे important part ये है. What will be the direction of friction? Draw the free body diagram of the insect crawling up the bowl. First of all, do this on a notebook. Guys, please draw the free body diagram of the insect crawling up the bowl. If you draw the free body diagram correctly, 90% of your job is done. But I'm sure most of you will get the free body diagram wrong here. Come on, guys, click yes if you have drawn the free body diagram, or type done in the chat box if you're done with the free body diagram. Then only I can proceed forward. How many forces will occur, bachcha log, how many forces will be applied, acted on this insects? How many forces will act on the insect? 3 forces, right? One mg, other one normal, and the third one will be friction. Correct hai? Tell me what will be the direction of ये mg तो सबको आता है निकालने के लिए. This will be mg. This will be normal towards the center, right? I imagine no one has any doubt in this normal reaction. ये क्या हो गया? ठीक है, ऐसा कुछ. Tell me, guys, what will be the direction of friction? ये important है. Upward or downward? Like down the plane or up the plane? ये tangentially upward में लगाऊं या फिर downward में लगाऊं? किधर लगाऊं? What will be the direction of friction? You tell me, guys. Yes. अरे downward लगाया तो जा कैसे रहा है ऊपर? If you apply a friction in downward direction, Then tell me which force is responsible for this insect to go up. Are you getting my point? If this is acting in downward direction, then my question to you is, which force is responsible for this insect to go up? How this insect is crawling up? We'll say, sir, no, it can't move up. It can't move in upward direction if friction will act in downward direction. What happens? This insect will actually push the, consider these are the legs. Consider these are the legs. So what this insect will do? This insect will actually push the bowl in downward direction. So the bowl will push him in upward direction. That is nothing but friction. Guys, click yes if you have understood the direction of friction. Bacha log, please click yes if you have understood the direction of friction. That is most important part here. If you get the direction of friction wrong, तो मुश्किल हो जाएगा. ठीक है? चलिए. अब बात करते हैं बच्चा लोग कि let us find out what will be the maximum height up to which the insect can crawl. Guys, when this insect will be at the maximum height, when the first of all, let us say this angle is theta. इसको मैं क्या बोलता हूँ? Theta बोलता हूँ. ठीक है? And let us say this is the height h. And let me call this is height h, and so this is capital R. Let me call this is y, this is R. So h will be written as R minus y, right? लिख सकते हैं ना बच्चों? I can write h will be equal to R minus y, no problem. Now our aim is to find what is the value of y. Once I find the value of y, I'll put it here, I'll get the value of h. So शुरू करते हैं बच्चों, let me write the force equation. If I write the force equation, tell me at the maximum height, can I say all the forces must be giving zero value? Net force must be zero, because at the maximum height, if this is the maximum height, what will happen? Now if it tries to move upward, what will happen? Now it can't move up. It will slide down. ये क्या हो जाएगा? नीचे की वजह से slide down हो जाएगा, नीचे slide कर जाएगा. ठीक है? चलिए. So let us write the force equation in horizontal direction. In horizontal direction. तो बोलो बच्चा लोग, how should I write the force equation here? So if this angle is theta, tell me what will be this angle, bachcha log? Vertical and normal, they are making an angle theta. Perpendicular to normal is tangent. Perpendicular to vertical is horizontal. So this angle will also be theta. If two lines are making an angle theta with each other, their normals will also make same angle theta with each other. Right? So ये मिल गया मुझे angle theta. So if I talk about this force equation in horizontal direction, I would write F cos theta will be equal to n sin theta, right? चलिए, तो यहां से मुझे क्या मिल गया? F cos theta is equal to n sin theta. Force equation in vertical direction. So I will write n cos theta will be equal to mg. N cos theta will be equal to mg. I need to know what is the value of y. बताओ बच्चा y कैसे निकलेगा? Can I say that if I write tan theta, ठीक है, equation 1 is enough. n का वैल्यू तो निकालना पड़ेगा ना बच्चा कीर्तन. n का वैल्यू निकालोगे तब तो यहाँ पुट करोगे, तब तो कुछ tan थीटा का फॉर्म आएगा. बात समझ में आ रही है बच्चा? चलिए अभी मैं आगे बात करता हूं. Tell me बच्चा what is the, अच्छा यहाँ पे f में n कैंसिल भी हो जाएगा, no issues, correct है, that is true only. So if this is equation 1, this is equation 2. If I write equation 1, so from equation 1 I will write f will be equal to at maximum height. At maximum height, the insect is at the condition, at the verge of sliding down. So friction at maximum height, I'll say friction at maximum height will be mu into n. Friction at maximum height will be mu into n. So from equation 1, I can simply write mu into n cos theta will be equal to n sin theta. This n and n will get cancelled, and I'm going to get tan theta will be equal to mu. Tan theta will be equal to mu. Guys, tell me what will be the value of tan theta in this right angle triangle. I will write tan theta is nothing but r square minus y square root divided by y is equal to mu. Guys, do you agree with this? In this right angle triangle, tan theta is nothing but perpendicular divided by base. So in this right angle triangle, this is r, this is y. So this will be square root of hypotenuse square minus y square. So perpendicular divided by y will be nothing but mu. I need to get the value of y. So I'll write this as r square minus y square is equal to mu square y square. So from this part, I will get y square into mu square plus 1 is equal to r square. So y will be written as r divided by square root of mu square plus 1. Hence, maximum height will be written as r minus corresponding y. Okay? So in that case, answer will be r into 1 minus 1 divided by square root of mu square plus 1. Guys, please click yes if you have understood this. Otherwise, let me know which point you are struggling with. And that is true, Kirtan. I don't need the second part here. Correct hai? No problem. Yahan se n cancel ho jayega, so first equation is enough. That is correct. Guys, do you have any doubt in this question? But chalo, please write down, type your doubt. I'll be more than happy to explain that. No sir, clear है सबको? Very good. Thank you बच्चा लोग. चलिए, let us move on to question. बहुत easy सवाल है. Give me the answer for this question. A mass m1 is placed on a rough inclined plane, connected with another mass m2 via a string passing over massless pulley. Find the minimum value of m2 so that it starts to move. तो condition ऐसा कुछ है. अरे यार, ये मेरे से बनता क्यों नहीं है? या ठीक है. And then there will be a pulley. Like this. All right. Come on, guys, copy the diagram. But chalo, copy the diagram fast. So this is m1, this is m2. So mass m1 is placed on a rough inclined plane and connected with another mass m2 via string passing over massless pulley. Find the minimum value of m2 so that it starts to move. यहाँ पे value is mu. Answer करो चलो. What is the minimum value of m2 so that it starts to move? Which block should start to move, बच्चा लोग? M1 or M2? See, always imagine this. A mass M1. So subject is what? M1. So this it का मतलब क्या है? M1. If you read the question, it has been started with a mass M1. That means we are talking about M1. And then the conditions are find minimum value of M2 so that it start to move. That means come back to this. It means M1. So what is the minimum value of M2 so that M1 starts to move? चलो बच्चों लोग जल्दी आंसर करो, बहुत ही इजी सवाल है. Draw the free body diagram. Get the condition for M1 to start to move. तो खुद सोच लेना विश्वा. You only think about ना. Let us say this is angle theta. This is angle theta. Starts to move का मतलब क्या होता है विश्वा? It's the critical condition. It can move up or down. वो condition दोनों में से कोई एक ले लो, चलेगा. So guys, when the M1 will starts to move, when M1 will start to move, then what will be the friction value? What will be the value F? Mu n. Clear है ना? Mu n. What will be the value of n? Cos theta. Draw the free body diagram of M1. If it starts to move, I would write correct है. Now if I write for M2, ठीक है, तो M2 की अगर मैं बात करूं, I will write draw the free body diagram as tension in upward direction, M2G in right downward direction. So I'll write T will be equal to M2G. If I use two equations, equation 1 and equation 2, I will get M2G will be equal to M1G into mu cos theta plus sin theta. So M2 will be equal to M1 into mu cos theta plus sin theta. So guys, when I draw the free body diagram like this, tell me in which direction I am allowing M1 to move. Bolo, in which direction I am allowing M1 to move? Up the plane. So I am assuming that M2 is coming down and M1 is actually going up. So when this motion starts, this is the critical condition that has to be followed. If this T is greater than M1G mu cos theta plus sin theta, it will actually move in this direction. It will move down direction. Clear है बच्चा लोग? तो ये condition आपको याद रखना है. So what is the value of M2? M2 should be this. If M2 is greater than M1 into mu cos theta, ऐसे लिखता हूं मैं. If M2 is greater than M1 into mu cos theta plus sin theta, then M1 will move up the plane and M2 will move downward. All right, बच्चा लोग, clear है सबको? So when this M2 will be greater than M1 into mu cos theta plus sin theta, what will happen? This will move down, this will move up. When it will be equal to this, it is on the verge of movement. It is on the at the verge of motion. ठीक है? चलिए next question. Come on guys, give me the answer for this one. This is very very popular question, बहुत ही popular है. You take any of the book, any of standard book, you'll find this question. You take DC Pandey, Abhay Kumar, DM Sharma, HC Verma, कुछ भी ले लो, you'll पक्का get this question. Come on guys, give me the answer for this one. This is the last question for today's class, don't worry. Find minimum force capital F so that small block remains stationary with respect to cart. Find minimum force F so that small block remains stationary with respect to cart. Come on guys, give the answer. बहुत easy सवाल है. You can consider the refractive index, coefficient of refraction as mu. Guys, you can consider coefficient of friction as mu. Tough है क्या बच्चा लोग? No one is answering. कीर्तन, विनीत, सचिति, विश्वा, आंसर करो. हाँ रे कीर्तन, मैं ऑप्टिक्स पढ़ा रहा हूँ इसलिए बार बार म्यू का मतलब रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स बोलता हूँ मैं. टफ लग रहा है? डोंट वरी, टफ नहीं है, बिल्कुल नहीं है, आसान है, बिल्कुल आसान है. देखो बच्चा, if this block, small block, remains stationary with respect to cart, what is the meaning of that? It means the acceleration of small m and acceleration of capital M must be small a towards right. Or you can say this block must not slip over this surface. Clear है क्या? Meaning क्या है इसका मतलब बच्चा लोग? Small block does not slip over, or you can say if it says small block remains stationary with respect to cart, that means block does not slip over the vertical surface of the cart. Hence, acceleration of block must be equal to acceleration of cart must be equal to a. Imagine करो, ये अगर नीचे नहीं आएगा तो ये साथ में जाएगा. So acceleration of block must be equal to acceleration of cart and it should be equal to small a. If you draw the free body diagram of this block, if you draw the free body diagram of this block, there will be one mg force in downward direction. There will be a friction in upward direction. This cart wants to move in rightward direction, but this block doesn't have any rightward direction motion force. So what will happen? This will try to oppose it motion. So normal reaction on this force will be in this direction. Since we are talking about with respect to cart, cart is accelerating. That means there will be a pseudo force that will act on this. Since reference frame is cart, which is non-inertial here, so I would simply say there must be, अगर मैं reference frame cart को लेता हूं, there must be a pseudo force acting on the block. ये मेरा कहानी हुआ. If I consider reference frame as the cart, you can solve it using a reference frame as the ground as well. ये क्या है बच्चा लोग? This acceleration is with ground. ये किसके रिस्पेक्ट में है? With respect. I'll solve this question using both the references. ठीक है, दोनों reference का use करके मैं solve करके दिखाऊंगा. Here I'm considering reference frame as the cart, which is non-inertial. So the free body diagram will also include one pseudo force. We know that the direction of pseudo force will be opposite to the direction of acceleration of the frame, and the magnitude will be equal to mass into acceleration of the frame. So I would write the pseudo force will be in leftward direction, and the value will be mass of the block into acceleration of the plane. And since with respect to cart, acceleration of block is 0, so I would write n will be equal to ma. N will be equal to ma. Acha, what about this bachcha log, f and mg? What about f and mg? बोलो बच्चा लोग, f और mg में क्या रिलेशन होना चाहिए? I say in that case f must be equal to mg. Guys, click yes if you have understood this. समझ में आ रही बात? अच्छा, anyway फ्रिक्शन की बात बाद में करूंगा, पहले मैं यहां बात करता हूं. Now if I draw the cart here, if I draw the free body diagram of cart here, I would get mass as capital M, acceleration is small a here, ठीक है, with respect to ground. Forces on this is what? Normal reaction n मिला इधर क्यों, ठीक है, normal reaction n मिला इधर क्यों, and there is no any friction है, कुछ बताया नहीं है. So these are the two forces that will act. These are the two forces that will act on the cart, right? So guys, tell me what will be the answer according to you. What should be the minimum force F so that the small block remains stationary with respect to cart? Come on guys, give me the answer. What should be the minimum force that must be applied so that the small block must remain stationary with respect to cart? बोल बच्चा लोग, जल्दी से आंसर करो. देखो, इसको भी करने की जरूरत नहीं, आप सिंपली लिख सकते हो. यहाँ पे एक और कंडीशन क्या मिलेगा बच्चों लोग? If this is not going to slide, you have to write mg must be less than equal to f. Mg must be less than equal to f max. If you write this, you will get mg must be less than equal to mu into n. So you'll write mg must be less than equal to mu into n is what? M into a. M cancel. So I would write, यहाँ पे देखो a का वैल्यू क्या मिलेगा बच्चा लोग? You will get a must be greater than equal to g divided by mu. और g के बारे में बता सकते हो. A must be greater than g by mu. Guys, click yes if you have understood this part. बच्चा लोग click yes if you have understood this part. Clear है सबको? ठीक है. अच्छा, now if I consider both of them as single system, because they are what? Moving with each other. We are moving together. The block and the cart, they are moving together. If I consider this is m. So can I say the minimum value of acceleration is nothing but g by mu? If I say x is greater than equal to 10, so what is the minimum value of x? 10 only, right? So if acceleration is greater than equal to g by mu, minimum value of acceleration is g by mu. If I write the force equation for the block and cart as a single system, I would write F minimum will be equal to capital M small m to acceleration minimum. Answer will be equal to capital M plus small m into g by mu. So this is the answer. बच्चों लोग click yes if you have understood this. अगर कोई doubt है तो please बता दो. Very good kid. Guys, do you have any doubt in this question? Vineet, tough लगा क्या? Vineet, did you understand this? No doubt. ठीक है. Guys, anyone who is having doubt? Anyone who is having any doubt in this one? Clear है? thank you guys. So thank you so much for attending the class. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a nice day, guys. Bye bye. Take care. Enjoy, Muddy.